America's Pop Culture Trivia Show.
Check it out.
America's Pop Culture Trivia Show. With Joe Parisi.
What's going on, my friends? It's Joe Parisi. This is America's Pop Culture Trivia Show, episode 213. I am glad you are here. I am going to remind you of a whole bunch of fun stuff that you forgot all about and jog your memory on some fun pop culture trivia. As always, 3 rounds, 7 questions per round, 5 seconds between questions for you to try to think of that answer. And at the end of each round, I will give you all of our answers. We're going to start things off today with the music round. Then we'll go mixed round for round 2, movies for round 3. Good luck. Now let's play.
Round 1.
Round 1, question 1. I like cold beverages. I like cold beverages. In 1994, the song Cold Beverages became a college radio staple, and it worked its way onto the airwaves at a lot of alternative rock radio stations across the country. Who gave us that song, Cold Beverages? Question 2. Heaven isn't too far away. Closer to it every day, no matter what your friends might say. What group gave us the 1989 song, Heaven? Question 3. Some more lyrics for you. Life, it ain't easy. It's so tough. It ain't easy. What you gonna do? Say, what you gonna do? Put a smile on your face. Make the world a better place. Does that ring a bell? What artist gave us the 1999 pop song, Smile? Question 4. What artist scored a modest hit in 1994 with a song called Lucas with the Lid Off? Question 5. Pretty deep cut here. And now it's time to say what I forgot to say, baby. Baby, baby. Come on, what's wrong? It's a radiation vibe I'm grooving on. Years before they were singing about Stacy's mom, this band's debut single was called Radiation Vibe. Name the band. Question 6. I just ran away from home. Now I'm going to Disneyland. I just crashed my car again. Now I'm going to Disneyland. In 1992, a single called Disneyland, spelled D-I-Z-Z-K-N-E-E, Land, began making the rounds on alternative rock radio. What band gave us that song, Disneyland? And question number 7. Cisco had a huge hit with the Thong Song back in 2000. However, ownership of the song was basically taken away from Cisco in the years that followed. All because in one brief part of the lyrics, he speaks the lyrics from another song, and he never got clearance to do so. What song lyrics did Cisco use in part of the Thong Song? That's going to wrap up round number 1. Here come your answers. A lot of song lyrics in this round. Question 1. I like cold beverages. I like cold beverages. In 1994, the song Cold Beverages became a college radio staple and worked its way onto the airwaves at a lot of alternative rock stations around the country. Who gave us that song, Cold Beverages? G-Love and Special Sauce. Question 2. Heaven isn't too far away, closer to it every day, no matter what your friends might say. What group gave us the 1989 song, Heaven? That would be Warrant. Question 3, life. It ain't easy. It's so tough. It ain't easy. What you gonna do? Say what you gonna do. Put a smile on your face. Make the world a better place. What artist gave us the 1999 pop song, Smile? That is Vitamin C. And I think it's safe to say Smile would be Vitamin C's second biggest hit, behind, of course, the Graduation song. That song is called Graduation, in parentheses, Friends Forever. And what a brilliant move to do that song if you think about it, because it's one of those songs that could really live on forever. Like if you're able to land a great Christmas song, even if it's a cover, you know that it's going to just pop up again in the rotation every winter. Well, same with the Graduation song, but there's not nearly as many graduation type songs out there. What are you competing with? Green Day, Time of Your Life? What else? I don't know. Question 4, what artist scored a modest hit in 1994 with a song called Lucas with the Lid Off? That is Lucas. Yeah, Lucas is a Danish producer, songwriter. His dad also wrote songs and was a musician. But I have a feeling Lucas was able to toil around in the music industry as long as he wanted because he was probably pretty well set. Lucas's dad, co-founder of Pottery Barn. How about that? Question 5. And now it's time to say what I forgot to say. Baby, 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 come on, what's wrong? It's a Radiation vibe I'm grooving on. Years before they were singing about Stacy's mom, this band's 1996 debut single was called Radiation Vibe. Name the band. That is Fountains of Wayne. If you've not heard Radiation Vibe from Fountains of Wayne, look it up after you finish this episode. It should have been a way bigger hit than it was. Very catchy. Question 6. I just ran away from home. Now I'm going to Disneyland. I just crashed my car again. Now I'm going to Disneyland. In 1992, a song called Disneyland began making the rounds on alternative rock radio. What's the name of the band that gave us that song? Dada. D-A-D-A. And question 7. Cisco had a huge hit with the Thong Song in 2000. However, ownership of that song was basically taken away from Cisco in the years that followed, all because in one brief part of the lyrics, he speaks the lyrics from another song, and he never got clearance to do so. What song lyrics did he use in part of the Thong Song? Livin' La Vida Loca. You can picture him and hear it in your head now, because she was living La Vida Loca. Yeah, all because he did that, just being topical and current and relevant. He got in a lot of trouble. A guy named Desmond Child, one of the credited writers of Livin' La Vida Loca, now owns the majority of the publishing on the Thong Song. All because She Was Livin' La Vida Loca was not cleared in advance. So most of you know that I do another podcast. It's called The Odd Podcast with Joe Parisi. And if you like this goofy music trivia stuff, episode 137, it's called 90s Chart Toppers. And what I did was I started in January 1990, went through the end of December 1999, so covering the whole decade, went through the list of the songs that hit number 1. And didn't talk about all of them, but talked about the strange ones. Songs that broke weird records, songs that somehow made history, songs that nobody understands how they ever became the biggest songs in the country, and a lot of songs and artists that somehow were the biggest in the country for a minute, and you probably don't even know who they are. It's an interesting episode. It was a lot of fun to put together. Episode 137 of The Odd Podcast with Joe Parisi. Round 2. Here we go.
Round 2.
This is a mixed round. Question number 1. In 1990, this actress became the spokesperson for a piece of home exercise equipment called the Thigh Master, for which she would promote on television for years. Name the actress. Question 2. This shoe brand put out a line of shoes they called Shape-Ups starting in 2009. These shoes feature a large, rounded rocker bottom sole designed to engage muscles and promote weight loss and other fitness benefits. What brand put these shoes out? Question 3. A gothic horror action adventure video game series and media franchise created by Konami. The series is largely set in the castle of Count Dracula, the arch enemy of the Belmont clan of vampire hunters. The game series debuted in 1986. What is the name of this game series? Question 4. Name the actor who played Arnold on Happy Days. Question 5. A video game from Konami that was released in North America on the Nintendo Entertainment System in 1989. The main character is a vigilante from the bayous of Louisiana, who looks a lot like Crocodile Dundee. He's fought against a local crime boss named Godfather Gordon, who kidnaps the main character's girlfriend. And the concept of this game is basically this character's quest to save his girlfriend. The game is called The Adventures of blank. Fill in the blank. The Adventures of... Question 6. Count Chocula is the mascot for a chocolate-flavored cereal. What is the name of the monster mascot from the same company that represents the strawberry-flavored cereal? Question 7. A video game that was actually an interactive movie released in 1992 for the Sega CD. The player observes a group of teenage girls having a sleepover at a house, which, unbeknownst to them, is infested with vampires. The player watches live surveillance footage and triggers traps to capture anyone endangering the girls. What was the name of this game? That's going to do it for the mixed round. Here come your answers. Question 1. In 1990, this actress became the spokesperson for a piece of home exercise equipment called the Thigh Master, for which she would promote on television for years. Name the actress. Suzanne Summers. She was first just paid to be the spokesperson, but the owners of the thing got into some financial troubles, so Suzanne Summers and her husband ended up buying them out and ended up owning the Thighmaster. Question 2. This shoe brand put out a line of shoes they called Shape-Ups starting in 2009. These shoes featured a large, rounded rocker bottom sole designed to engage muscles and promote weight loss, among other fitness benefits. What brand put out these shoes? Skechers. Remember those things? They were like huge, big clunkers with a rounded bottom. Kim Kardashian was the spokesperson in some of the ads for these. And Skechers actually got in a lot of trouble from the FTC for deceptive advertising, which led to a $40 million settlement due to unsubstantiated health claims. Question 3. A gothic horror action-adventure video game series and media franchise created by Konami. The series is largely set in the castle of Count Dracula, the archenemy of the Belmont clan of vampire hunters. The game series debuted in 1986. What is the name of this game series? Castlevania. Question 4. Name the actor who played Arnold on Happy Days. Pat Morita, Mr. Miyagi. Question 5. Talking about another video game from Konami. This one released in North America on the Nintendo Entertainment System in 1989. The main character is a vigilante from the bayous of Louisiana who looks a lot like Crocodile Dundee. He's fought against a local crime boss known as Godfather Gordon, and Godfather Gordon kidnaps this main character's girlfriend. The game's concept is basically this character's quest to save his girlfriend. The game was called The Adventures of what? The Adventures of Bayou Billy. I love the artwork on the box of that. If you saw it, you would immediately be like, oh yeah, Bayou Billy. He looks like Crocodile Dundee, but like ripped, like six-pack. He's holding a giant knife. It says The Adventures of Bayou Billy in like a big bright yellow and green. Classic Nintendo artwork. Question 6. I love the monster cereals. Count Chocula is the mascot for a chocolate-flavored cereal. What is the name of the monster mascot from the same company that represents the strawberry-flavored cereal? Frankenberry. Question 7. A video game that was actually an interactive movie. Released in 1992 for the Sega CD, the player observes a group of teenage girls having a sleepover at a house which, unbeknownst to them, is infested with vampires. The player watches live surveillance footage and triggers traps to capture anyone endangering the girls. What was the name of this game? Night Trap. This thing is truly bizarre. If you don't know what I'm talking about, look up Night Trap. The Wikipedia page has some stills from it, and it's like this weird B-movie, but it's a video game that uses full motion video to present the story and the gameplay. And it was controversial back in the day. Like, people had problems with this thing. It got some negative press, which probably turned it into kind of a cult classic thing, but very creepy. Just look it up. Dana Plato from Different Strokes is actually in the game. She's one of the characters you see on screen.
Round 3.
If you're not following along with me online, you are certainly invited to do so if you wish. At Joe Parisi VO. Instagram, TikTok. I'm also on Facebook at Joe Parisi VO. Third and final round today, all about movies. Question number 1. Michael Imperioli is perhaps best known as playing Christopher in The Sopranos. Back in 1990, he appeared in Goodfellas as a character who went by a single-word nickname. What was his character's name in Goodfellas? Question number 2. In Titanic, Leonardo DiCaprio plays Jack. What is Jack's last name? Question 3. What 1986 film gave us this iconic line? I never had any friends later on like the ones I had when I was 12. Name the movie. Question 4. A 1990 dark fantasy comedy horror film that stars Angelica Houston. The plot features two evil witches who masquerade as ordinary women and follow a boy and his grandmother who must find a way to foil their plans of turning children into mice. Name the film. Question 5. Name the actor who starred in the films Encino Man and The Mummy. Question 6. A 1988 film starring Anthony Michael Hall as a top high school football player. His best friend in the film is played by Robert Downey Jr., and his girlfriend is played by Uma Thurman. Name this film. And question number 7. A 1990 teen musical drama from John Waters that starred Johnny Depp as a 1950s teen rebel named Wade Walker. Ricky Lake, Iggy Pop, and Tracy Lords all appear in this film. What is the name of this movie? That is going to do it for round number 3. Here come your final 7 answers. Question 1. Michael Imperioli, perhaps best known for playing Christopher in The Sopranos. Well, back in 1990, he appeared in Goodfellas as a character who went by a single-word nickname. What was his character's name in Goodfellas? Spider. Question 2. In Titanic, Leonardo DiCaprio plays Jack. What is Jack's last name? Dawson. Question 3. What 1986 film gave us this iconic line? I never had any friends later on like the ones I had when I was 12. Stand by Me. In my life, I have given one best man speech. I opened the speech with that line. And I'm pretty happy with how it went. Question 4. A 1990 dark fantasy comedy horror film that stars Angelica Houston. The plot features two evil witches who masquerade as ordinary women and follow a boy and his grandmother who must find a way to foil their plans of turning children into mice. Name the film. Picture Angelica Houston with a whole bunch of prosthetics on her face, a nasty-looking witch face, big witch nose. That movie is called The Witches. Question 5. Name the actor who starred in both Encino Man and The Mummy. Brendan Fraser. Question 6. A 1988 film starring Anthony Michael Hall as a top high school football player. His best friend in the film is played by Robert Downey Jr., and his girlfriend is played by Uma Thurman. Name this film. Johnny Be Good. And question 7, a 1990 teen musical drama from John Waters that starred Johnny Depp as a 1950s teen rebel named Wade Walker. Ricky Lake, Iggy Pop, and Tracy Lords all also appear in this film. What is this movie called? Crybaby. This has been episode 213 of America's Pop Culture Trivia Show. Thank you for being here, guys. I'm Joe Parisi. Again, you can follow me online at Joe Parisi VO. The other show that I do, the Odd podcast with Joe Parisi and my website, joeparisivoiceover.com. Enjoy the rest of your day. Subscribe to the show if you haven't already, and never miss an episode. Talk to you guys soon.
America's Pop Culture Trivia Show with Joe Parisi.